Right, so along with the new OM3 camera, OM System have brought out a new lens. It's a telephoto zoom lens, kind of an entry-level telephoto zoom. It's the 100 to 400 millimeter lens, and this is an update to the existing 100 to 400 millimeter lens to go along with the kind of new range of cameras that we've been seeing. I've been able to take this out and about for a few days, where I've been able to photograph things like boats and birds in flight and birds doing other stuff, and the kind of stuff that you might use a telephoto zoom lens for, which has been a lot of fun with the OM3, right? This works extremely well with this. It would be absolutely ideal with something like the OM1 Mark II as well. You've got some great image stabilization in the camera and in the lens. This has Sync IS, which means that it works even better with cameras like the OM3. It means it's got 4.5 stops of image stabilization as standard. And if you use it with a camera like the OM3, so you can use that Sync IS feature, that brings up to 7.5 stops of image stabilization. That makes it ideal for handheld shooting and for video as well. I have had so much fun shooting exclusively handheld with this lens. It's also, of course, it's a Micro Four Thirds system, nice and lightweight and pretty small for what is essentially a full frame equivalent of 200 to 800 millimeters. That's always one of the most exciting things to me about a Micro Four Thirds telephoto zoom, is just how easy it is to take it out and about and to really not feel it so much in the back and the shoulders and stuff like that, especially the next day as well, when you can start to get a bit of an ache on if it's been a full day of shooting. It's completely compatible with the teleconverters as well, which I think is ideal to get even more reach out of this. I mean, if you pop a 2x converter on this, you're looking at the equivalent of 400 to 1600 mil. That's crazy. That's so much reach out of such a reasonable sized lens. It is an external zoom, which I think is to be expected with a lens of this size, but I think that's fine. It fits really nicely in the bag. It's an entry-level telephoto zoom as well, so it's a little bit more sort of affordable and accessible like that, which is great for someone getting something like the OM3. It's going to pair up really nicely with that, or of course the OM1 Mark II as well. Even though it's entry-level, I do actually think that the image quality is really, really beautiful. I think it looks great. The images are nice and sharp. Actually shooting with this, with the autofocus system and stuff like that, was very, very easy. It's just completely able to track it. The autofocus is very, very fast. So in terms of it being entry level, yes, but actually you're getting some really, really great performance here. I should clarify as well, entry level when it comes to telephoto zoom lens, right? There's still going to be a price to pay for that kind of performance. But I think you're getting a lot of lens for the price here. You've got a zoom lock on the side if you don't want this to be able to actually zoom out, if you want to just keep it locked in, which is great. And otherwise, in terms of controls, you've got the controls just on the side here. So of course, the focal range limiter, AF/MF switch, and the IS on and off. Pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy to actually worry about there, and a very, very usable kind of setup. You've also got the tripod collar on the lens, which is very adjustable, nice and easy as well, if you want to be able to do that. And then of course the zoom ring, which I've got to say is a nice big size, which you love to see. I always like it when a zoom ring is very kind of tactile, which this is actually. It feels good in the hands, and quite large, because it just makes it easier. If you've got the camera up to your eye, just grab it and turn it. Easy. Sounds like a very straightforward, obvious thing. Actually, when you use a lens that doesn't have it so nicely kind of presented, you notice kind of why it's important and why it makes such a difference. You can check out this new lens, the full spec, the pricing, all of the fun detail that you want to know about, as well as the 2 new prime lenses, the little tiny ones, and of course the OM3. I'll pop links to all of those down in the description so you can go and check them out for yourself. Of course, I'd love to know your thoughts about all of this stuff, so let me know down in the comments what you think about the new camera, the new lenses. Does it interest you? Let me know, I'd love to know. Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe as well. There's new content coming all the time. I will see you in the next video. But until then, as always, thanks for watching.